All right, Week 12, waiver wire gems. Johnny B, UpsideDownDrafting.com. Thanks for joining us. So I'm in the Apple Store over the weekend, and I take my iPad in, and the nice lady behind the counter says, "How can I help you?" I said, "My iPad is freaking out. It's got all these digits and all these long stream words and weird colors," and I took a screenshot of it because it's just out of control. The thing keeps rebooting by itself and then just immediately shutting down without regard. It's not listening to what I'm trying to do, basically. She says, "Oh yeah, you're having a kernel Apple panic attack." Okay. I said, "What the hell is a kernel Apple panic?" She said, "Yeah, that's basically the time where you trade in the iPad and we give you a new one. Let's take a look." And so she did, and I got my new one. Folks, there's some of you out there, your teams are done. You're not even listening to my show anymore. You're probably not even caring to check any sort of website information. But if you're still here and you haven't had one of these kernel Apple panics to your squad, or if you're like me and you're playing Dynasty Fantasy Football, we're here. We're here to help you. I'm going to do the best I can for Week 12 because this is go time for you. This is it. I mean, you either trade in your iPad here and hope you get something that's going to work your way into the playoffs, or you're done. See ya. So here we go. Without further ado, should already be gone. Wendell Smallwood, James White. I think there's some waiver wire fab money you can throw on them if they're still in. They should be gone. Most of the guys who listen to this show, those guys are way gone. Starks, not to be overlooked if he's still there, obviously. But I'm going to throw some supplies on the fly. And who do we have here? Mr. Alex Collins, somebody I talked about in Week 5. I was made fun of. People said, "Oh, you're crazy. This guy's so far down the depth chart, he's like not going to play unless it's 2 years down the line." Well, hey, CJ Procise went down. Alex Collins, the backup guy in Seattle. Sorry, I didn't wish for that to happen. I said I didn't like CJ, but of course I'm going to claim this. Of course, this is why I do it. When you make some, prediction preseason, when I drafted him in May or June of my Dynasty League, and then all of a sudden now he's the backup at Seattle, it's a big deal because I know Rawls looked like a beast, and I know he looked really good on Sunday. But I also know that Alex Collins could be vulturing a lot of touchdowns, and so it's just sad that so many people didn't really discover him until this weekend. There's still a lot of naysayers out there. I see the comments or whatever, but here it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you can get him and no one else in your league needs a running back, take him. Just see what happens. I'm just saying, see what happens in the playoffs because fantasy football is strange. Do you remember Jamal Charles years ago? I think this is like 10 years ago, probably. I picked up Jamal Charles probably around this time in Week 11, and I think he won me the league. I mean, this is off the waiver wire type of thing. You just never know, okay? Rex Burhead, Cincinnati, there I put 7% on that. Again, this is deeper stuff here. This is not the website where you're going to find what everybody else is telling you to go do. So I'm trying to give you some deeper alternatives here. Week 12 already should be gone. Vike running back or Vike wide receiver there. We got Per Gerson. We got Alan Hearns, guy not to overlook. I get it. He's probably not going to be on the wire for you, but if he is somehow, some way, I just think that he's going to come alive in the fantasy playoffs. So we're going to try to get him on your team and do what you will with him if you can. Here's some more supplies on the fly for the wide receiver category. Malcolm Mitchell, Brandon LaFell, and Marquise Lee. Again, I don't even know how much waiver wire money you have, and for those that are even still listening to this show, you're going to have to figure that out. Tight ends, I like Austin Hooper, okay? Atlanta, again, we're getting kind of deep and off in the weeds in tight end. You should have already had a tight end here by now. You're silly if you don't. If you're scooping up tight ends at this point, then you suck. No, I'm just kidding. Defense, I'll say the Giants, obviously. That might be the fan favorite as they play Cleveland. And so there you have it. Hopefully you're not going to have one of those kernel fails for Apple. And, I hope I've helped you out this season. Might be one of my last shows coming up. I may stop around week 13. I'm going to keep going a little bit longer, and then I'm kind of going to hone in on my own stuff here as I'm in the playoffs in my other leagues. And, if I get around to doing another one of these shows, and hopefully if enough people watch this one, then I'll see who out there is still caring. But there's kind of my team as I drafted. If you're just watching for the first time, and here's some of my instructions for this season. So if I've helped you in any way, great. I do this all for free out of the kindness of my heart. I love doing it. Thanks for all you listeners out there. If you guys are kind of turning it in this week and you're like, oh, dude, I'm done with fantasy. I didn't make the playoffs. Well, then thank you for watching and supporting me this year. I'll be back with some more. I'm also writing another book, so I'll be having that out pretty soon as well. But again, thanks for all the love this year. Appreciate everything you guys have been doing. But again, it's time for me to buckle down and win some leagues now that I'm in the playoffs. So thank you guys again, and hopefully you check out my site. And continue to watch. So thanks again, Johnny B. UpsideDownDrafting.com. You can check me out on Twitter. You can check me out Facebook as well. And again, I'm going to have another book coming out. It's going to be more of a dynasty type of book. I've already moved in that direction, and I think that's the future of the industry. Okay, talk to you later. See ya, Johnny B.